Welcome to the Around the Peninsula. I'm Katusa Sergeant Chu Jae-hyun. Remembering someone who left a significant mark in history helps us know where we came from and helps us to shape the future. Specialist Marquetta Gibson sits in on one ceremony that honors a Korean War hero.
Area 4 gives thanks for the sacrifice of the soldiers who fought in the Korean War. People gather at the Count Walker Chapel to honor Chaplain Emil Joseph Capon, a Medal of Honor recipient.
It's too easy to forget the heroism and the sacrifices that have been made to both protect and defend, and in this instance, reacquire freedom. That's why we have Memorial Day, to help us to remember the sacrifices that were made by so many who have gone before us to assure the freedoms that we enjoy.
In the Battle of Unsan, Chaplain Capon was encircled by Chinese forces. Although he had several chances to escape, he decided to stay with his soldiers and provide them with comfort and reassurance. Even after he was captured, Chaplain Capon continuously helped to rescue wounded and dying soldiers.
His sacrifice and example are very dramatic. The thought of a chaplain making the decision to remain with the wounded troops after his position was completely overrun, knowing full well that he would be captured or killed, but resonates with all of us what it means regarding selfless service.
To see this story and others, go to the AFN Pacific website or view them through the AFN Pacific app. Specialist Marquetta Gibson, Camp Walker, Korea.
Chaplain Capon was awarded the Medal of Honor on April 11, 2013 for his extraordinary heroism during the Korean War. The 7th Air Force's long and successful history in Korea is due in part to the leadership that's held the reins throughout the years. Staff Sergeant Isaac Garden has the latest on the 7th Air Force change of command.
As one great leader steps down, another quickly rotates into command. The seamless transition of leadership at the 7th Air Force is a testament to not only the command structure, but the forces behind the leaders.
I can assure you that they are ready to fight tonight, tomorrow, or whenever the call to arms is issued. Since 1950, airmen have stood side by side with the Korean people. Today, they continue to uphold the mission of 7th Air Force, to deter aggression and preserve the armistice, defend the Republic of Korea, and if necessary, decisively defeat any attack against the alliance.
The 7th Air Force is tasked with maintaining stability here on the Korean Peninsula, which is no easy feat. As Lieutenant General Jouas' tenure came to an end, Lieutenant General O'Shaughnessy laid out his focus for all service members here in Korea.
Continuous efforts to improve the interoperability of our air power, maintaining our ability to defeat those threats together, is what we must focus on. Without a doubt, the strength of 7th Air Force comes from its airmen, just like those you see in front of you. When I say airmen, though, I don't just mean United States Air Force. I mean Republic of Korea. I mean the airmen, soldiers, sailors, and Marines who all contribute to the air power that defends this great alliance.
Air Force Staff Sergeant Isaac Garden, Osan Air Base, Korea.
Sir, I present your command. Well done, look amazing. Order! Order! Order!
The military change of command ceremony is deeply rooted in heritage and tradition and dates back to as early as the Roman Empire. USO Seoul participates in Operation Christmas Cheer, giving single and unaccompanied soldiers the chance to see Santa in action. Airman First Class Devin Nothstine takes us on an adventure with Old St. Nick with more gifts than you can fathom.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing, sir?
Merry Christmas.
Hundreds of volunteers play the part of Santa by donating, stuffing, and delivering stockings on Yongsan Garrison.
Well, Operation Give started back in 2003 when I was deployed to Baghdad, as I gave out a toy, actually. I remember that day in Baghdad when I received a stocking from some anonymous person back in the States, and so I wanted to give the same experience to other servicemen and women.
The soldiers receiving the gifts may not hear footsteps on the rooftop, but for the volunteers,
indirectly, they made a difference in a soldier's life. And that's what it's all about.
Airman First Class Devin Nothstine, Yongsan, Korea.
Operation Give donated over 4,000 stuffed stockings to Korea this year. For most soldiers, the holidays are spent surrounded by friends and family. Specialist Rod Evans tells us about a group of soldiers who don't have that option but manage to celebrate anyway.
This may look like any other Christmas party, but the location may surprise you. These festivities are taking place near the DMZ.
At the Red Cross, USO, and AFES, we are all here today to help celebrate Christmas with the soldiers at the JSA. Our main goal is to help boost morale and bring Christmas to the soldiers assigned here.
One soldier assigned to the area has something extra special to look forward to this holiday season.
Becoming a new dad, I'm really excited because I'm hoping to have a just post-Christmas baby. So this will be a nice little celebration before I actually go home and do my real celebration. And the one thing that I will try to teach my daughter is the power of helping others. These people have taken their time off their own personal schedules to come help us out to have a little Christmas party. I'm going to try to make sure I do the same.
Specialist Rod Evans, Camp Boniface, Korea.
The goal of the annual JSA holiday event is to bring holiday cheer to JSA soldiers. Being overseas during this time of year can be difficult when you're away from your family. Specialist Marquetta Gibson attends one festivity that brings the community together.
For most military families, it may be hard to travel home for the holidays, especially when you're halfway around the world. The Morale, Welfare, and Recreation Program hosts a holiday season get-together for families in the Area 4 community.
Well, it brings everybody together. We know the families here are far away from their extended relatives back home. So now the community can interact with each other in a public place, meet new friends, and just get to know everybody.
Some service members, like Army Private First Class Martairius Cole, weren't able to have family with them this year. Volunteering with the Better Opportunities for Single Soldiers program and creating a magical evening for other families allowed him to feel closer to home.
I really enjoyed myself today because I got to watch the families interact with each other. The kids had a great time. They had delicious finger foods, face painting. I helped them with beautiful hand puppets and snowmen. If you're here next year, you should really come out because this is a great way to get in the holiday spirit.
We're going to change it up every year and get more innovative. So, it beats staying home watching TV. Just come out and have some fun, win some prizes, and just enjoy the night.
Celebrations in other countries may be different from what you're used to experiencing in the U.S., but it's important to remember the traditions you value most while exploring new ways to celebrate with others. Specialist Marquetta Gibson, Kent Walker, Korea.
Over 300 residents in the Area 4 community attended the Holiday Family Fun Night. A local school learns about cultural heritage through an artistic demonstration. Senior Airman Robert Mason takes us to the scene.
Sometimes an artistic demonstration is the best way to learn about a country's heritage. Chris Vaia and the Sunbeam Chorus visited Osan Elementary School to celebrate the bond between Korean and American cultures.
We had the pleasure of coming down to Osan Mustang Elementary School and present a little cross-cultural presentation, including some Korean songs, American songs, and several Korean folk games, and a little balloon twisting demonstration too, to just thank the children for being able to get together. Some of them are from international countries, and we have different cultures, and to ask them to become a bridge builder.
And the more each student learns now, the more they'll be able to contribute later to the international community. Thanks to Mr. Vaia and the Sunbeam Chorus, their experience at Osan is one they're likely to remember well. Senior Airman Robert Mason, Osan Air Base, Korea.
The International Friendship Fellowship helps a new generation to build cultural bridges. That was around the Peninsula for Thursday, January 1st. To see these stories and others, go to the AFN Pacific website or view them through the AFN Pacific app. From all of us at AFN, enjoy your evening.
We're about to go ask people on the street if they know anything about Stripes Korea, so let's go in and find out. And by the way, it's free! Sergeant Harris, you like stuff that's free?
Who doesn't like stuff that's free?
Absolutely.
Yeah, always.
Always? You name something right now that's free, all the time, that's free.
Air. Water.
Water? Well, sometimes you have to buy water, but...
Well, water from a water fountain is free.
But have you ever heard of Stripes Korea?
No.
No. Bam, bam, bam. I got it right here for you. Stripes Korea, it's a newspaper about your community, and it's always free.